Alright folks, 7th here, back with another off-the-cuff 10-minute taste. This time we're looking at Jetpack Joyride on the PSN. We're watching 8th play today. He has been totally absorbed with this game. I can see some of the appeal of it, but to be honest, this is more his game than it is mine, and I'm going to get into why. I do like the art style of this game. It does remind me of something that I probably would have played on the Genesis back in the day. Gameplay is very simple. You use the backpack to float up and down using the X button. There is no stopping. You are constantly moving forward. It's the exact same level over and over again, and the point is to try to make it as far as you can without hitting an obstacle, because if you hit anything, you blow up. And so it's all about how far you can get. Now again, there is only one level to this game, and it's a level that never ends. It just goes on and on and on, and you get more and more obstacles the farther you go, and the level moves faster the farther along you go. In fact, the game is available for free. The core download it's not a demo. You get the whole game for free, but where they get you is in the microtransactions. It's one of those kind of things where you get the core gameplay, but if you want to be able to really excel in the game and whatnot, you have to either play at a shit ton of only getting, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 feet at a time, depending on how good you are. I'm gauging this on 8th's performance here, or and just play it over and over until you earn up a bunch of coins, or you have to go into the store. And as you can see, all these things that you can buy, sure, you earn coins during the game, but look at the prices of some of this stuff. 50,000 coins, and when you're getting 60 to 300 or 500 coins in a playthrough, it can take a while to earn that kind of coinage. And some of these things don't even improve your gameplay, they're just for pure looks. As you can see, 8th has made it up to level 13. He is a ninja. You move up by earning stars. You earn stars by achieving certain goals within the game, like kill so many of the scientists, or earn 500 gold in one run, go so many feet using one of the vehicles, that kind of thing. And as you can see, it keeps track of all your stats, so you can look at how much you've improved, what you've done through the course of your entire playtime. Here's where they get you. As you can see, you can buy downloadable packs of coins to improve your character, to buy better performing jetpacks, buy better performing perks, extra lives that bring you back to life so you don't lose any of your distance, that kind of thing. And there's even explosives that you can buy, so that when you die, when you drop one of these, as you saw earlier, it'll blow your body several hundred feet farther, so it improves your overall score, and then gives you a chance, if you caught a coin when you flew out, to run the slot machine again and hope to win something else that'll boost you farther. Another thing you can do is, as you can see, get vehicles that can sometimes help you get a little bit farther and collect a few more coins if you get good at them. Some the vehicles are easier to control than others. You saw the teleporter a little while ago. There's a bit of randomness to it, although you do eventually get the flow for it. Then you had the bird ship right there that you saw. In a little while you'll see a flying dragon that you can move up and down by expelling fire from its mouth. And there's also a motorbike. You won't see that one in here, but there may be even, I'm sure there's even more that we haven't gotten yet, but there are also other little perks. Like you see that ball, if you look in the background right there in that shot, that shows you what active perk you've got running from what you've purchased. And that's something that 8th picked up, to where when you die, you bounce a few more extra feet out of that ball. So that helps a little bit. But the game, I'm not going to say it doesn't have its merits. I will tell you this, it's a lot more fun playing it with someone else there, or watching someone else play it, than it is to play it alone. To play it alone is a pretty monotonous, kind of boring endeavor, where really the game only appeals to people that have a kind of a OCD gotta collect it all type of mentality when it comes to gaming, because that's what drives you forward, is getting that next perk, getting that next backpack, you know, and seeing if you can squeeze a few more extra feet. It doesn't do you any damn good to try to memorize patterns, because it randomizes the level every time you play. So it's all about just improving your reflexes and Twitch gameplay. That's why it does kind of have an 8/16-bit feel to it. I also don't like the fact that there's not really a whole lot of variety in the music to this game. It's the same level over and over again, and it's the same music over and over again. Now, there may be additional music packs that you can buy for it with some of your perk money. I don't know. I haven't played it that much. Like I said, it's mostly 8's game. I have put a few playthroughs into it. I think the highest that I've gotten was somewhere around 2,800 feet, something like that. Eventually it gets so fast that because of how slow he is to rise and fall with the bullets, that it's almost sheer luck that you don't run into anything. Of course, you know, you have as you improve your backpack, you get better reaction times out of it, to where it, you know, there's not as much delay in holding down the button to where he'll rise up or fall. So you have a little bit more precise control over it, but I don't see how much it could help with once you get farther on in the levels, to where it's just like a frantic, you know, faster than Sonic the Hedgehog going through a tunnel type speed, because it eventually does get up that fast, and it can be a little bit nerve-wracking, because you never know when it's going to stack like a high beam thing and a low one like right next to each other, so you miss one, but that causes you to slam into the other one because you don't have enough reaction time to boost yourself back up. So again, you know, there is some skill involved into it, but a lot of it is just a war of attrition. In the end, it doesn't really matter whether you go 3,000 feet or whether you go 500 feet, as long as you're picking up a whole bunch of coins to buy stuff to improve yourself. Eventually, you will get farther just from having money to buy all this extra stuff, like buying boosters that shoot you forward 700 feet at the very start of the level, things that give you bouncers like that, you know. And of course, you can only have like one boost performance item like that at a time, but you can change your equipment, like changing your backpack. So there are different things that you can do to improve the overall performance, but in the end, this game is really just a Twitch game that's made for a quick pick 'em up and play title that really appeals to people that are obsessed with collecting stuff. This makes sense, of course, because it's a sequel to a game called Monster Dash, which started out on the Apple iOS for the iPhone and the iPad. Same with this game. It started out as a handheld game for the iOS, for, you know, the iPhone and the iPad. So it would make sense that it would, you know, be a basic structure, and then it makes its money off of all the additional stuff that you buy for it, like a lot of the iPhone and tablet and phone games that are out there these days. And eventually it made its way to Facebook, and then made its way to Google, and now it's on the consoles. I'm not sure if they ported it to Xbox 360 yet, but it's obvious from looking at the graphics that these guys were fans of the 16-bit era. There are little nods here and there to various games of the 16-bit platforming genre, but again, you know, there are no bosses to defeat that I've seen so far. There are no additional levels. Obviously, the backgrounds change here and there the farther that you get, but even that is randomized. In the end, you're just doing the same shit over and over again so that you can collect more stuff. It's all about the microtransactions, but it does have one positive, and that's if you play it by yourself, it's pretty damn boring and monotonous and repetitive. But if you play with someone else, and especially watch someone else playing it, it's fucking hilarious to watch them crash and burn. No matter how many times they die, it never gets old. It's just funny as shit. It's fun to sit and watch and laugh at each other just totally fail at the game. So for that alone, you know, I'm going to give it a half a pass and say 4.5 out of 7. That's about as high up as I'm willing to go. Uh, it's free, so there's no harm in it, but don't expect to be blown away. Until next time, this is 7th.